When you're working in the lab, safety is the number one most important thing. Safety should always be your first thought, not your last thought. Nate here is preparing some of the reagents for today's experiment. I want to point out several things that Nate is doing that is protecting him safety-wise. The first is he's wearing gloves to protect his hands from any materials that he may spill on his hands. He's also wearing goggles to protect his eyes from any splashes or or from perhaps just the temptation to touch your eye. He's wearing a lab coat, which protects his clothing, but also protects his upper body from spills. He's wearing long pants, which protect his legs, and he's wearing tennis shoes that completely cover his feet. If something spills or drops in the lab, your feet could be one of the first areas of your body to be affected by that spill or breakage, and wearing shoes that completely cover your feet is a good first step to protect your feet. So Nate here, with proper personal protective equipment, is now safely able to work in the lab, and in the event of an accident, he should be a lot more safe. Okay, I want to mention two items regarding safety with respect to our lab bench. The first is the snorkel fume hood. During a reaction, if it's producing fumes that we could inhale when we breathe, that could be dangerous to us. The snorkel fume hood takes those fumes, draws them up the ductwork and out the building, protecting us. Secondly, we are going to be using a hot plate. Whenever you're using a hot plate, we need to be careful to avoid burns or flammable materials. So the hot plate surface may be very hot even if we can't see that it is hot. So we want to avoid things such as getting the cord near the surface where it might melt, or coming in contact with flammable materials that may ignite.